Hi everyone, myself Vamshi Krishna. In our introduction session, we have seen the approach what we need to follow to load data from Amazon S3 to AWS RDS using Lambda function. But before writing Lambda function, we should have minimum basic knowledge how to read a CSV file and how to write a CSV file so that it will be easier to write the Lambda function in Python. And as I discussed in the earlier session, Python is giving a module, inbuilt module called CSV, so that you can write to the CSV file and you can read from the CSV file using this particular Python module. If you see here, you can also write to CSV file using a writer object and using .write underscore row method. If you have your fields and if you have your row data, you can use this particular writer object and you can write row with fields and you can write the rows with rows data. And if at all you already have a dictionary data with you, if you have a dictionary already with you, you can use dictionary writer and you can write the data. I'm going to show both approaches. In the similar way, we are going to see read and we are going to see read with the dictionary as well. Let us get started with the implementation steps one by one. I am going to create a new Python program and I'm going to show how to write and read a file. I already have the logic with me, but I'm going to do it in a new file. First, we'll see the Python module CSV, and as per the documentation, for reader we need to create a reader and for writer we need to create a writer object. Let us do one thing quickly. Let us give the snippet and change according to our requirement. First, let me create a Python file. Go to Visual Studio and Visual Studio create a new file and just write a file name, write employee data to CSV file. CSV is nothing but comma separated value dot py. This is my Python file and we are going to use CSV module. First import CSV module. First import CSV module. Once you import CSV module, you need to create with open whatever the file you want to create. Create this. I am following Python documentation. Create this particular object. Instead of x.csv, I am changing it to employee.csv and I am saying new line and CSV writer CSV file. Delimiter is space, code character is pipe symbol and quoting is this. If you want to know, right, you can see the delimiter is this. If not, you can simply mention new line. That's it. No need of anything. You can just mention with open that particular file name and new line. You can ignore these things. You can just mention the file. That's it. You can remove delimiter, code character, all these things. You can just keep only CSV file. Now I created the file and now I need to prepare the data which I want to write. I will create a data rows of our CSV file and I will create a fields. Let me create the fields. Let me define it here. I will say employee ID, employee name, and then employee address. I don't like other fields. I will just do these three fields: employee ID and employee name, employee address. In the same way, keep your records. Let me create the record. I will say, let me keep one record and I'll remove everything so that we can replace easily. This is the record. Employee ID. I will say employee ID as 100. Employee name as Vamsi. And employee address as some Ongole. Or you can say Andhra Pradesh. Next record. You can say comma. And the next record is employee ID is 200. Name is Krishna. And I can say Karnataka. something like this. Okay, I have kept 2 records. If you want, you can add more records as well. I have the field names, I have the data rows of CSV file. As per this, we are just going to use write row. We have to write the fields. Write rows, we need to write the rows. Go here, and whatever the writer you created, I can say this as employee writer, and you can say employee writer dot write rows, or write row. What is this? You can say write row of fields, write rows of this one. Let me copy this and I will replace it here. You can replace, sorry, this didn't copy it. We need to say, we need to write the fields and we need to write the data fields as well. Okay, our writer is employee writer. Employee writer dot write row of fields. Field names are this, and employee writer dot write rows of rows. These are the rows. Now you can simply save this file and say Python write CSV. Now the write is successful. If you see employee.csv file, you have the data: employee ID, employee name, employee address. Perfect. Now the same data you can write using dictionary as well. Create one more file and you can say write employee data from write employee data to CSV using dictionary. You can keep any name. I'm just keeping some meaningful name. Okay, this time our data will be in dictionary. This is not dictionary. Let me create the data in terms of dictionary. Copy the same snippet and change the data to be dictionary. Dictionary will be key value pairs. Let me generate the data. Online JSON generator. Dictionary will have key value pairs. Live JSON generator. You need to mention keys and values. In the previous case, we did not mention keys and values. We directly mentioned the values. In this case, I will say employee ID 100, employee name Vamsi, and I will say employee address AP. This is nothing but key value pair. Copy this. This is called as dictionary, which will have key value pairs. Copy this and put it here and remove this. This will be one record and this will be another record. You can change the data. You can say Karnataka something. Okay, now I have 2 objects. Now again, I need to write data to this. Instead of the normal one, I need to use dictionary writer. I can say controller dictionary writer. This is how I need to use dictionary writer. Let me copy the dictionary writer with field names. I am following the documentation so that we don't want to face any issues. Just go to this file and create the field names and writer. Before that, copy the file name. You need to say with open. You need to say with open. Okay, with open, we already have employee.csv. I will say employee data.csv, and I'm writing new line equal to this, and field names. Field names we already have. These are the field names. Field names are employee ID, employee name, and employee address. These are field names. Instead of writer, in the earlier case we used writer. Now I am using dictionary writer. Okay, I'm using dictionary writer. I'm mentioning the CSV file, which is alias name, and field names also I provided. After this, we just need to say right header, and then we need to say right row. As we already have multiple rows, you can use another function. Let me show you that. You have right rows. You can directly use right header and right rows. You don't want to write multiple things. You can directly use right header. We can say writer dot right header. First we are writing the header, and then writer dot, we are saying right rows, because we have multiple rows. We are saying right rows of what is our rows data. Our rows data is this rows. Paste it here. That's it. Okay, we are just writing the header. Header will be like this. This is header. Employee ID, employee name, employee address is the header. And then we are mentioning right rows. We are writing all the rows. In the earlier scenario, we have just written the same thing, but there we use right row of fields and the writer. Here we are using dictionary writer. Run, save this file and run using Python write data to CSV using dictionary. Okay, spell mistake. It should be Python. Perfect. Now it is done. You can see now employee data.csv came and we have the data. Perfect. Now we have seen how to use writer and we have seen how to use dictionary writer. But for our actual use case, of reading the file from S3 bucket, we are not worried about write, we are worried about reading. Similar way, let me write the reading part. Reading part also similar. Only thing is you need to change the reader to dictionary reader and writer to reader. Only that is the difference. Let us go here and create a file. We will say read CSV file dot py. I will say import CSV, and to read it, let us go to the default documentation and see how they are reading. We can read it with dictionary reader or we can read it with normal reader as well. I am going to use dictionary reader. Let me use this file. I'm going to say with open. My file name is employee data.csv. I'm going to read it, and immediately whenever I read the data, I'm going to print the elements of that. For that, I need a reader object. Use reader object, and you say reader equal to csv.dictionary reader of CSV file. This CSV file is the alias name. If you keep it something, again you can change it here. And now you have the reader. Reader will have lot of rows. You have to iterate that row. You can say for loop of row in reader, and you can print the row. You can print the row. Write, save it and read it. Read CSV file, and you see you got the data. This is the data you have. If at all you want to print any particular field, you can say like this. You can access the elements like this, row of that particular name. I can say print of, I can mention print of row of employee ID, row of employee name, and then I can mention row of employee address, so that I can access the elements. Let me save this program and run this program again. Now see, I'm able to get the data. If at all I want to capture this data, I can create a list. I can say output list equal to like this, output list equal to this, and I can say output list dot append, output list dot append of, I can say output list dot append of, I can say row dot values. I'm going to use row dot values, and then immediately I can print after this for loop or here itself, I can print output list so that I can use this list for saving into database later. Save this file, run this program. Now if you see, I'm able to get dictionary values and I'm able to print it. This is my output list. If I remove this print row, I'm able to get this output. See, I'm able to get the records and I'm able to print it in terms of dictionaries as well. If you really want to do like this, you can print it. And then if you want to see both the keys and values, you can use it like this. I have just added the values. If you want, you can add the keys as well. I have added it to the list so that I can iterate the list and save it in the database as it is. That is the reason I have added like this. Now we have seen how to read a CSV file and write a CSV file. In the next session, we are going to write a Lambda function and we are going to add a S3 event trigger. Whenever the file gets uploaded into S3, we are going to read it from the Lambda function using dictionary reader and we are going to append it to the output list. Thanks everyone for watching this video.